this is where I used to come to worship, and we had some great times here. It's called the Brethren's Meeting Room, place of public religious worship, which is not as welcoming as the signs used to be when I was a little boy. All are welcome, the signs used to say. I'm certainly not welcome. In fact, I understand that since they withdrew from me here, they had a meeting where a legal agreement was read out saying that we're not prepared to have anything to do with Lance Christie or Richard Marsh or two of the Noakes brethren. But I know that Richard Marsh and I were excommunicated without any justice at all, just because the leader, Bruce Hales, said that he told us to tell lies in the meeting. That was that we were wrong when we knew we were right in our conscience. When we didn't accept that, he had to withdraw from us. So a legal agreement was read out in the assembly saying that none of them really want anything to do with it. So I'm excommunicated, no hope for me, no future. Bruce Hales said, keep rebuking Lance until he submits to me, basically. In other words, I was condemned from having a life in the church. So I realised there was no future. I remember sitting outside my brother's place in the sun in 2016, just after the Bruce Hales had been here to extract me from the ownership of Bramall Park Hall, which I put £1.425 million into, of a purchase price of £2.25 million. And of course, Bruce wouldn't allow me to buy it outright. He said it's too palatial, and he was on a small quarter of an acre site or something, or half acre, but this was 22 acres, so Lance couldn't have it. So I had to share ownership with others, like Clive Anderson, Garth, and the Edwards boys, priests. And so of course, Hales wanted to maintain control of the site by involving others in the ownership. And so of course he comes along here in August 2016 and says Lance must be out. No reference to me at all, despite all the money I put in. Pay him off, give us some interest. I've never had interest to this day. And so I came round and sat in Garth's place, outside, and we I was told that we've got to sell, and got to bow out. So I said, I'm upset because I've been rebuked twice, and what's it all about? Are you disagreeing with the word of the man of God? No, but I just don't know what it's all about. Well, just submit, because he's just phoned Fiona message to say that keep on rebuking Lance in assembly until he submits. Keep on. Why do I haven't got a future? So of course, curtains again when they say that there's no chance of my recovery. Basically, we signed this legal agreement. My lawyers have written to the brethren and the trustees here saying, what is this all about? They won't answer. They won't give us a straight answer. So it's all very sad, but we had happy times here. I preached the gospel here. And preach the grace of God and forgiveness. And I don't hold grudges. All things work out together for good. And hey, every cloud has a silver lining. And so I'm a very positive person. And like the Lord, I learnt this from the Lord, you take bad things in your stride, keep your link with Him, keep being inspired, because Christ suffered. When you consider Christ suffering, you realise you haven't suffered anything. So I'm very happy, I'm starting a new life, but they forced me to start a new life. I'm sure my old wife must have mixed feelings, but she won't be allowed to express them. I'm sure my children do, and my grandchildren, I love them all. So I can't understand why this church over here is such a punishing church. I preach forgiveness, and I believe in forgiveness. Finished work of Christ. That's what keeps me going. It's not a hierarchy, it's not Bruce Hales, it's Christ Himself. The one who sits in glory, the one who was put on a cross and cast out and rejected of men.